Hello everyone, it's Sandra and welcome to today's video. It's going to be a quick, fresh look featuring a couple of new makeup products that I've been really loving, and I cannot wait to talk to you about them and show them to you in action. Alright, so for the base product, I am using the Cannelle Eau de Tint Water Fresh Tint. I was very pleasantly surprised by it. Bought the shade medium because I wanted something like a very sheer, summer, easy weekend, no makeup type of base, and that's exactly what this is. It's a very light texture. I think it's rather unique. It's like 75% water. It feels like a hydrating serum when you apply it, and it's like this watery serum with tiny droplets of pigment that kind of burst as you blend the product on the skin. I'm a big fan. I want to show you kind of how it looks like on my skin and how I enjoy using it. I have a combination oily skin, and I find that I get a good like 5 hours of wear out of this until I kind of need to blot a little bit of my T-zone, maybe a little bit of powder. This just looks like fresh, dewy skin, but without any shimmer whatsoever. So it's very much kind of like a good skin day in a bottle, and I really enjoy this. I think it's a really unique product, and it's really hard for me to get excited about new base makeup because there's so many iterations of the same thing, I feel like. So this was quite different, which got me really excited about it. So I do about 2 pumps of this. It does come with this little buffing brush. Don't think that this brush is the best way of application. I feel like even if a buffing brush was the best method of application for this, there's so many better buffing brushes on the market. I find the fact that this comes with a brush a little bit wasteful, because if you like this product and you want to repurchase it, like, I don't want to buy the brush again, you know what I mean? So hopefully there will be like a more minimal packaging option in the future. If I want to apply with a buffer brush, I find a Real Techniques buffer brush to give me a better application because it's larger, so it can get the job done a bit faster. But personally, my favorite way of applying this is just with fingers. I use 2 pumps on my fingertips, and then as you can see, it's like this really wet substance, and as I massage it on my face, the pigment gets released. And I would call this, it's almost like a tinted serum. It's like lighter than a tinted moisturizer. And as it kind of settles on the skin and dries down, it just leaves you with like your skin, but slightly better. Despite the really sheer, glowy aspect of this product, it looks really good as it wears throughout the day. Like, I was expecting it to make me even greasier, but it does not affect my skin's natural oil production. Like, it doesn't make me more oily throughout the day. It doesn't look bad at all. It just wears beautifully. It doesn't break down all weird. It doesn't look patchy at all because it's such a sheer product. It just looks really nice throughout the day on the skin, and it's definitely a good skin day product for me. I mean, I did wear it a couple times when I was having breakouts, and I just used concealer. I'm going to use a little bit of concealer today just to hide some hyperpigmentation and to show you that you can wear this with concealer easily. Now, on the Cannelle website, they also claim that you can use this product on top of foundation or underneath foundation. I tried all those ways. Like, I tried using it on top of foundation, and I just find that this is such a wet product. It kind of disturbed my foundation underneath a bit. If I use this underneath foundation, the foundation that I put on top kind of like negates any effects. So I feel like using this under foundation would kind of be a waste of product. There are so many better options if you want a glowy primer on the market, that I don't think that this would be best suited for that. If you are a minimal makeup person and you kind of just want to enhance your natural skin, let your skin breathe, this is great. And it works really well on top of sunscreen. Like, today I just applied it on top of sunscreen. I was using the Seashells sunscreen by Sundazed, and I also tried it on top of my usual SkinCeuticals Physical Fusion sunscreen, and it wore well as well with that too. The Cannelle Water Tint gets a thumbs up from me. I think that it is a wonderful product if you want like a good skin in a bottle. I'm going to kind of finish off my base with a bit of concealer. I'm going to take a little bit of this NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer, and I actually got a breakout on my neck, like on the back, right here. I was trying to use this new retinol serum, and I was using it on my face. It broke me out on my face. Usually when something breaks me out on my face, I don't like it to go to waste, so I try to use it up either on my neck or on my chest. So I tried to use that retinol product on my neck. It broke me out, and then I used it on my chest, and it broke me out on my chest as well. So next I'm gonna try using it up on my hands. Hopefully my hands won't break out. That would be weird, wouldn't it? For my under eyes, I always use an under eye concealer, no matter what product I'm using on my face. So whether it's something like this or something with even more coverage. And I'm using my L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Concealer. I've been trying to use it up, and no complaints. I think it's a fantastic product. And what I really enjoy about this concealer is that it has quite a decent amount of coverage without looking heavy. Like it's even lighter than Too Faced Sculpting Concealer. That one's really good too, but I feel like I can't use that concealer with a light base. Whenever I use that concealer, I feel like I have to pair with like a medium to full coverage foundation so that the textures match. So that is the base pretty much done. I'm going to set my under eye area with powder. I'm using the Becca under eye brightening powder, just a tiny bit. I normally, when I'm wearing the Cannelle water tint on the weekend, I normally don't powder it, and I actually, like I mentioned, I get a good like 4 to 5 hours of wear before I have to I feel like I have to powder or blot a little bit. But since the camera makes me look shinier than normal, I am going to knock back that shine just to kind of preserve the cohesiveness of the look and to make it look on camera the way it looks in real life. I'm gonna powder my T-zone just a little bit, and I'm using this by Terry Hyaluronic Hydra powder. If you are combination oily, this is like the best powder to use on your T-zone. It controls oil, and it knocks back shine, but it doesn't look too matte. It doesn't dull down your skin. Every time I use it, I'm reminded that first impressions mean nothing, because when I first used this product, I hated it. Lo and behold, used with the right brush and the right amount and the right place, it ended up being one of my favorites. I'm gonna use this Bobbi Brown cream blush. This blush has been a blush that I've been using a ton. It's part of my project pan for the year. So I love this blush. And for bronzer, I'm using my Becca Capri Coast Sunlit bronzer. Just using a light touch. This is very much like a good skin day makeup routine for me, because that's kind of what I've been doing if my skin is behaving. All right, now for the fun part, for the eyes, I need a new eyeshadow. Like I need a hole in my head, especially like warm bronzy gold things. I feel like I have so many, but this was just so unique. The brand is really cool. It's an indie brand. It's owned by a woman. She is one of Rosie Huntington Whiteley's makeup artists. Her name is Nikki. And she launched her beauty line called Roen. There are 2 eyeshadow quads and 1 eyeshadow topper, and I think an eyeshadow brush in the range. So she started off with eyeshadows, which is really cool. And obviously I bought the warm eyeshadow quad. This is a 75-degree palette. The other one is a more cool toned palette, and there's like a glittery top coat. But this just totally, I was just enamored by it. As soon as I saw it, I had to have it, because this is actually a cream eyeshadow quad. So that was like my justification for it. I'm like, man, I don't have a cream eyeshadow quad. I need this in my life. The eyeshadows are super, super cool. They are, they're cream. They're quite a stiff formula. There are some tutorials on their YouTube channel if you want to see how the creator uses these products, but I like the fact that they are very easy to apply. They are designed to be applied with fingers, and they do have glitter running through them, but the way that they look on the eyelid, they just have this like high shine / wet look, and I just love the way that it looks. I think it's the perfect palette for summertime. It pairs really, really beautifully with all my favorite neutral brown crease colors. If I'm in a rush on the day, I can just use my bronzer, which I'm gonna do today because I don't want to use any extra product. I'm just gonna use a bit of bronzer just in my crease. My favorite color from this quad is actually this color here, which is this beautiful warm brown. And I'm just gonna take that with my finger and smooth it all over the lid. It just looks so good and it's so easy. And you guys know I'm all about like high quality products that take minimal effort and that just look really good and make me really happy every single time I use them. So this definitely fit the bill. I'm going to take this little Hakuhodo brush and take the color on my lower lash line as well. And now I'm just gonna take that pale gold color on a different finger and I'm going to just apply it on top, but focusing it on kind of like on the center of the lid. I'm gonna do my eyelashes really quick. I feel like this type of eyeshadow needs kind of like a well curled, voluminous lash. So I'm using my Marc Jacobs eyelash primer. I can't wear the Marc Jacobs Velvet Noir mascara, unfortunately, because it smudges on me like crazy. I'm using the IT Cosmetics Superhero mascara right now, which is really nice. It gives really good length and volume. So I'm using the Kjaer Weis Passionate Lip Tint, which I'm a big, big fan of. It's another one of my Project Pan products for the year. Not because I don't love it, but just because Kjaer Weis is like an all-natural organic brand. And I like to use up those products before they go bad because I don't think there's like any hardcore preservatives in it or anything. So I like to start off by using the lip tint in Passionate, just a light layer of it, just like a very soft whisper of coral. And then this is a YSL Rouge Volupte Plump-in-colour. Now I'm a big fan of the regular, like I think it was called like the Tint Balm. They were like the perfect everyday throw in your bag, reapply throughout the day type of product. The plumping ones have this little heart in the middle that are a different color, but it's not like a pigmented thing. It won't actually give you like a streak of purple down the center of your mouth, but it does have plumping in it. So if you don't like that plumping, tingling lip sensation, you will not like these, but I really like them. So this is in the shade number 2, which is a really pretty pink. If you're trying to use up a lip product from your stash and you're getting kind of bored of it, something like this is really nice because you can mix it in with whatever you're trying to use up to kind of create your own. So that's something that I would wear on a day-to-day basis. But if I want a hint more color, add my Rimmel lip color. This is the Stay Satin lip color in the color Scrunchie, which you guys have seen before because I've been raving about this for months now. This is such a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous bright lip and I'm still wearing it. Like whenever I show you something in my favorites, it's my favorite for months and months on end. This looks really, really good and really, really dramatic and impactful when you use it by itself, but on a regular day-to-day basis, I like to just blend it into my lips with my fingers with more sheer, fun colors like the Kjaer Weis lip tint or the YSL Plump-in Balm. Soften it a bit and just make it look a bit more lived in. So this is the finished look. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Let me know what your current favorite recently acquired beauty product is. I can't wait to catch up with you in the comment section below. I hope you're having a wonderful day and I will see you in my next video. Bye.